Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are scared of getting started with book folding and you don't know where to start, this is the video for you. So please stay through to the end for all of my tips and tricks. I can't wait to get started. So all you need to get started is a hardcover book. You want to make sure that the pages are smooth and not deckled. And you're just going to grab an old book. That's all you need. Optional, a bone folder. You need a ruler that has centimeters, and then to hold the pages back, you don't need any of the fancy things that you see sold. All you need is a sock filled with rice, and then just tie it on. Super easy to get started. Can't wait. The pattern that I'm going to be using today comes from this book, Beginnings in Book Folding, written by me. You can buy it on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, wherever you buy your books. And we're going to be starting with the heart pattern, which is the first pattern that most people get started on. And it is on page 18. And it's just the basic heart. Once you get started with the basic heart, you will no longer be afraid to get started. That's the great news. And then that will open up the world of book folding to you. So let's get started. To get started, the first thing you have to do is center your pattern. This is where a lot of people make their first mistake, and it's actually very easy. If you don't do that, your pattern's going to be all in the beginning of the book and not at the end. So you need to center it. So this pattern calls for 251 pages. However, my book, go to the last page, has 456 pages. So grab a scrap piece of paper, and you're going to take the number of book pages in your book and subtract the 251 that you need for this heart. So go ahead and subtract it, use a calculator, whatever you need to do. My difference is 205, but I want that divided between the two sides of the book, so I divide it by 2. So that's going to be page 102.5. I always work on the odd pages, so I'm going to round that up to 103. So go ahead. I'm also going to take my dust cover off just to make it a little bit easier to work, and I'm going to start on page 103. Now when you start on page, whatever page your calculation brings you to, the next question is, it's not halfway. You're right, because you need to allow space for the pattern. So it should look off center at this point. So I'm going to start on page 103. So go ahead and take your pattern. To read a book folding pattern, you'll notice right here the pages are skipped because these are actually steps. So if your book happened to be exactly 251 pages, you'd be set. But because you've centered it, this will actually become step 1, step 3, step 5. It skips because each page is numbered on the front and the back. So step 1 really incorporates page 1 and page 2 at the same time. Now for measurements, on page 1, or step 1 in this case, your measurement will be 8.5 centimeters and then 9.8 centimeters. Step 3, it'll be 7.8 centimeters, 10.6, and so on. So this will always be the first measurement, this will be always the second measurement, and that's how you read a book folding pattern. On step 1, I'm going to have measurement 8.5. Again, I'm going to use that sock that we talked about to hold everything else out of the way. And then you're going to go ahead and grab a pencil. You need a pencil for this step because you're going to have to erase your marks at the end. So you're going to make sure you're on the centimeter side of your ruler, measurement 8.5. Leave your ruler there because all measurements are made from the top. And the next measurement is 9.8. Turn the page and you're going to go on to the next step. In this case, I'm 7.8 and 10. Another mistake that a lot of people make is they want to make the top measurement from the top of the ruler and then go ahead and measure from the bottom. Everything's from the top. That is key. Then I'm going to go ahead on to my next step. which is going to be 7.3 and 11. Once you get started, you'll really get into the rhythm of this. My next one is going to be 7 and 11.3. So you can either choose to mark throughout your whole book or work in back and forth. So let me show you how to start folding. So go back to that first measurement you made. You're going to take your straight edge, which is your ruler, but you're not actually using it as a ruler this time. You're going to put one side into the gutter. Now the gutter is the seam right here where the pages go in. And then you're going to take the opposite side of the ruler to bring it to that bottom mark. So this is important. So one side of the ruler goes into your gutter. The other side is the one that's matching up to your line. And then you're going to take your paper and fold it against your straight edge like so. Then you're going to do the same thing with the top one. You're going to take the inside of your ruler, goes into the spine, and then it's on the opposite side of the ruler that goes to your point. It is very important to make your points at the very edge of the paper, because if you don't, say you made the mark here, your ruler would go here, which is a very different measurement than bringing it here. So please be careful with that. And then you can take your bone folder if you have one. If not, you can just use your fingernail and bring that down. And now you've completed your very first page. And it's going to look like this. You turn the page, go ahead and grab that weight again. Some people just use their cell phone, that's fine too. So remember, one side of the ruler to the spine, it's the opposite side that's going to match up to that, to the dot. And then, it's okay to move your book around. Then use that bone folder or your fingernail, like so, and turn the page. Let's do that again. Put your straight edge, connect to your dot that you've formed, go to the bottom, and back to your dot. Increase. So let's do that again. At this point, I like to put on an audio book or put on a TV show that you don't really have to pay all that much attention to, and you just kind of almost like a meditation. It's very relaxing once you get started. And then you would continue marking. So this is what it looks like so far with just the 4. And you can already see that it's going to start small and get larger until we get to the center of the book, and then it'll go larger again. Now, if you have any marks that show, just make sure that you erase them so you don't see them. And that is all there is to it. Don't be afraid to get started, because once you get started is when the fun starts. Once you do mark and fold, you can go ahead and try cut and fold, which is really not any more complicated. It's just going to have more measurements per page, and then you're going to be cutting and folding into tabs.